Today I'm going to talk about inferiority, inferiority complex, and superiority complex. What is the differences between these three things? Because a lot of people say there's nothing as a superiority complex, it is inferiority complex. But here's my point of view. So there is nothing wrong with feeling inferior. In fact, it is very important to feel inferior. If you look at somebody and you feel inferior, that's absolutely okay. A lot of people tell you, hey man, don't feel inferior, feel you are great. That's a different psychology. But it's good and essential for people to feel inferior because it can actually lead to growth. If I go to the gym and I see somebody who has a great physique, I feel like working out. That is a moment where I'm feeling inferior to somebody. But my friends, that is not inferiority complex. I'll tell you just what an inferiority complex is in just one moment. Feel that you are bound by that inferiority and getting out of that situation is not possible is an inferiority complex. So if you allow yourself to stay in that station of life and feel there's no tread or footpath in front of you, that can literally translate into an inferiority complex. Supposing I say to myself that I'm never going to be successful in life because I had a bad schooling or I was not a good student. Okay, that's one. Supposing I say to myself, I can never get any girl because I'm just not good looking. Or supposing I say to myself, I can never get a girl because I'm 5 feet tall. I'm just 60 inches tall. Okay, so that's three things I'm doing here. I'm feeling inferior and I'm allowing that feelings of inferiority to become my lifestyle, the way I look at this world, the way I choose for the world to look at me. I'm deciding in my own subjectivity and I'm looking at the world through those tinted glasses and I'm saying, okay, this is why I can't get ahead in life because this happened to me. Some people had some people were sexually abused as kids, and sometimes they are not able to strive in life and get ahead in life because they feel they are inferior, and that becomes a plague. So they always have an inferiority complex. So there you have it. I've given you 4 very solid examples. So this is an inferiority complex. It is sometimes essential to have an inferiority inferiority. You can feel inferior to people, but how you choose to let that affect your lifestyle is what makes it inferiority complex. Now, coming to the master, what is a superiority complex? This is very intricate and interesting. Supposing you have an inferiority complex and you don't want to do anything about it. Supposing you have an inferiority complex and you are not able to look beyond that. At the same time, you are not happy in making constructive steps towards it, So you go out into the world and you try to be a bit of a braggart. You try to associate with people in society who have those missing postulates of your personality. Number 1. Number 2, if you go into the world and you try to wear, name brand t-shirts, supposing you're wearing Gucci and Balenciaga all the time. I'm not saying everybody who wears Gucci and Balenciaga has a superiority complex. But yes, they are to a certain extent dealing with an inferiority complex. Supposing somebody is always dressed in some kind of attire, you always see a Balenciaga logo. That is something which there's an inferiority complex which they are not able to let go of. So now what they're doing is showing a means of superiority complex. So to deal with that inferiority which they are feeling inside them. So there you have it, guys. I hope this was helpful. I'm reading a book which is explaining very well all of these concepts to me, and it's really clearing my brain out. That book is called The Courage to Be Disliked. Leaving a link in the description. Feel free to amuse yourself.